What's going on, Leo? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, so first card was the King of Swords. Very interesting. Spirit's telling you to be strategic right now. Page of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Fool. Very interesting. I see right now you taking a leap of faith, if I could speak, into something you're very passionate about. Very interesting. Something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it's going to make the inner child within us, just kind of feel like you're doing something you love, right? Like, for example, what is it you always loved doing? When you were younger, what was that thing? Between the ages of 5 to 10, what was that thing? And that's before our limiting beliefs, human filters, human experiences, shadows, all that stuff. We didn't, we're still young, right? We're still, Santa Claus is still real, right? For example, what is it that you love doing? Did you like speaking? Did you like to put on plays? Did you like, playing outside? Did you like drawing? Did you like, writing? What was it? What are you passionate about deep down inside? Don't worry about if it's, you can monetize it. Don't worry about if it makes money. That part will get you. But you have to first and foremost understand, what do you love, right? What do you truly love? Our entire life, we've been programmed and conditioned to think, do what makes money. Money is very important. Money is the currency of this third dimension. It buys time. We need that, right? But we don't have to just struggle and push through and grind and settle. You're lucky to have a job. Just take anything. Yeah, right. I've been there. I've been on both sides of the fence. I've grinded my way through life, and now I just effortlessly go through my way through life just because I figured out how to play this third dimensional game. This whole thing on planet Earth right now, this is metaphysics, right? This is quantum physics. This is vibrations, frequencies, magnetic energy, law of attraction, law of assumption. This is real stuff, right? How we feel, what we say, every thought, every word, everything either gets us towards our goals or pushes us back. That's it. It's as easy as pie. Now, we have to strategically plan what to do next. Remember, that was your first card. Be strategic with your energy, right? What is it you love doing? First and foremost, we have to figure that out in order to monetize it. For example, I love dogs. Dogs are like, basically in my spare time, all I want to do is play with dogs. I think of dogs, I look at puppies. I love dogs. That's what makes me happy, right? So what did I do? I created a pet supplement line called Nested Pets on Amazon.com. I sell pet supplements. This is something that they told me when you start Amazon, do not do at all. When I took the course, and again, anyone that does FBA businesses will tell you, supplements in general in the most competitive space is probably the most thing. It's a vicious. You need crazy experience, and you also need a lot of financial backing to be able to do it. And they tell you never, ever, ever to do it. What's the first thing I did is I did this. Why? Because I'm passionate about it. I love it, right? And therefore our business exploded because I love what I do. So every single day I wake up, I look at reviews of dogs that are able to go on the couch and, climb stairs again, and that raises my vibration. I do what I love, right? Before this, I was doing things I did not love, and that therefore, it was major energy blockages. What else do I do? Alicia and I, we give tarot reads. We would do this anyway. I'm getting paid by YouTube to do this, but every single day I wake up, I journal, meditate, visualize, manifest, I exercise. I do these things anyway. I do this for free. So because I do this and I connect to my higher self, now I monetize my passion by doing tarot reads, right? I was giving tarot reads to my friends and family well before YouTube. So right now, if you told me 10 years ago that I would be doing tarot reads on YouTube, I would have laughed, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, even though I ask you, what is it you're passionate about? You have to know first, because the moment you remember, the moment you know, you set the intention. Remember, everything is quantum physics. When you think something, you set the intention behind it. Spirit, for example, one thing that we think is that spirit is waiting and knows what we want, right? Spirit knows us better than we know ourselves. Spirit knows what we want to eat. Spirit knows who our soulmate is. Spirit knows, how we're going to get rich. This is not how it works. Right now, spirit is nothing more than someone who is waiting for a script to be given to it so it can create your movie. But you are the script writer. You are the actor of the movie. This is because of free will. Your angels and guides and spirit will not enter your life and make you do stuff. They will not make you wake up early. They will not make you, exercise. They will not make you journal. They will not make you connect to your higher self, be positive. None of that. But if you do that, that's when they are able to support you. It's almost like if you're a surfer, you have to ride to the wave, and then the wave will carry you. But, they cannot make you paddle to the wave, for example. Now, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Expect a major download to come into your life about following your passion, and expect someone entering your life that's going to help you, guide you to get there. So what is going on here? first and foremost, you got to know what you love, right? So for example, if you tell me, I love writing. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a novelist. I always wanted to, write a book. And this would bring me so much happiness. I remember I used to just write, and I was just trying to be the next, your favorite author. And at that point, what I would tell you is, okay, great. So now that you remember what you want, great. We set the intention. Now, do you know how it works? Right now, you have to command the outcome, right? Again, remember, everything I'm saying is the law of attraction. None of this stuff is hocus pocus. We got to basically manipulate the third dimension the same way you can manipulate your metabolism, right? Placebo effect. We know a placebo effect. They give people sugar pills. They tell them it cures diabetes. Next thing you know, their diabetes is cured. They still have no idea how. Google this placebo effect. 1/3 of the clinical studies done gets thrown in the garbage. So billions of dollars of research a year they have to throw away because people magically cure the diseases. Till this day, they have no idea how this works. It is the power of the mind, right? There's more to this third dimension than, what we're seeing, right? It's all literally code. It's ones and zeros. You gotta know how to play. You gotta learn how to program this code, right? And programming this code is programming your vibration. So if you can manipulate your metabolism, you can manipulate the energy around you. Once you know what you want, for example, I love being a novelist. You tell yourself, you command that energy. I am going to be the best novelist in the world. I am going to write a book that changes the world. This book is going to make me so much rich. You command that energy. Now, this is how it works. You'll be out and about. You'll be just chilling. You'll be at the grocery store, coffee shop. You'll be going for a walk. All of a sudden, someone will come into your life. They'll have a conversation with you. As they're talking, they'll say something like, what do you do for a living? You'll say, I do this. And you'll be like, what do you do? You'll be like, I do this. You'll be like, oh, that's so cool. And they'll be like, you know what? I really like your energy and I feel like you'd be great at this. You should give this a shot. And then therefore you look into it and all of a sudden you Google their name. Wow, they're an author. They're big time, blah, 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 blah. Or they may even show you another way into getting the writing. Like for instance, they might refer you to like, hey, you know what? I work as a freelancer on Upwork.com, right? And I go there and you can make hundreds of thousands a year just basically copywriting simple stuff, like super simple stuff for people. For advertising, for Amazon businesses, for anybody, for agencies, super simple stuff. They just don't got time to copyright, right? You can make so much money doing this from your home. So they will refer you directly or indirectly to meet this person and you will become doing what you love. So you'll go from having a job that you don't love doing to over meeting someone that directly or indirectly refers you to a position that somehow correlates with your manifestation. This is how it works, but it starts with you getting in tune with your intention. Remember, spirit does not know the script of your life. Write it and spirit will hook it up, Leo. Now, what does this mean? Right now, spirit is telling you, you got to walk away from the brainwashing and limiting beliefs that we've all been dealing with our entire life, right? Why do you feel like you have to effort your way through life? There's nothing wrong with you. You're not the only one. Everybody thinks this, right? I used to think this, you think this, everybody thinks this. Programming, brainwashing, from the moment you were born, you were told a certain thing, whether it was your parents, the school, friends, neighbor, television, radio, right? Their entire life, no one knows better, right? So if you didn't think like this, it'd be weird, right? So we now are aware that it's like this, but it doesn't mean we want to continue doing something that's damaging us, right? For example, when we were younger, maybe we didn't know how bad junk food was, right? Now we know better. For example, 30 years ago, they were smoking in the doctor's office. That was normal. Doctors were doing cocaine to do surgery. Cocaine was in Coca-Cola, right? Look that up. So right now, just because we were doing something before does not mean we're going to do it now. They were driving with no seatbelts, right? How crazy is that? You were able to text and drive until like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, right? This is real stuff. So we cannot continue down the path just because we were told it's normal. They told us a lot of stuff is normal. It turned out it was not normal. So you got to be able to put yourself in a position and right now knowing what you want to do in life is how we use, for example, the placebo effect, but for reality to get what we're looking for. Now, death card, 7 of wands, knight of wands, the devil. The spirit is telling you a chapter needs to close in your life, and that chapter is you efforting your way through life and doing things you don't want to. And in order to close this chapter, you really have to stand up to your ego, because everything I said right now makes sense. But understand, it's like clockwork. You can set your watch to it, that your ego will come in and try to talk you out of it. Your ego will try to distract you and say, no, don't listen to it. Ooh, here's a good distraction, or here's some fear, blah, 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 blah. This is normal, but it's the person who is aware that their ego is doing this, the person who is aware that they want more out of their life, the person who is aware that they're tired of doing the same old, getting the same results, and they want change and they welcome this, and you take charge of your life. Leo, that's when everything changes. That's when you're marching to the beat of your own drum and everything starts working in your benefit. Spirit's telling you right now, stand stand up to your ego. Do not let your ego live your life for you. Your ego does not care if you're rich, healthy, or with your soulmate. Your ego's job is just to prevent you from doing anything because it's petrified you're going to get hurt physically or emotionally. That's its job. So its job is not, you don't have the same agenda. Your agenda is to be rich, healthy, with your soulmate. That's not your ego's agenda at all, right? You got to understand that you want something different. You have to be the one leading the dance, not your ego. And that's when life changes. All right, Leo, I hope you enjoyed your reading. 1,000 kisses. Until next time, ciao.